Good morning, and welcome to the Toni, Aliya, and Oras vocabulary segment. Today we will focus on 20 nifty vocabulary terms. Our first word is acting. Acting is an activity in which a story is told by means of its enactment by an actor or actress who adopts a character. An actor acts with their heart, mind, body, and voice. Our next term is a play. A play is the stage representation of an action or a story. Our next term is audition. An audition is a sample performance done by an actor or actress. For an audition, an actor may be asked to perform a monologue. Our next vocab term is pantomime. Pantomiming is acting without words through facial expression, gesture, and movement. Pantomime is very important for cases in which an actor is on stage, but they are not the ones speaking. Instead, they are just in the background. But every person on stage is visible. The next vocab term is script. A script is the written text of a play. Actors use sticky notes and highlighters to mark their blocking and highlight their lines. Our next vocab term is act. Productions are broken into two acts. An act is often defined as the major division of drama. An act is a collection of different scenes that flow together, which brings us to our next vocab term. Our next vocab term is scene. A scene features a brief situation of action and dialogue. A director may ask students to turn to the last scene in Act 1, or the first scene in Act 1. Our next term is stage direction. When an actor is facing the audience, the area to the right of the actor is stage right, and the area to the left of the actor is stage left. Knowing stage directions is crucial for an actor, because a theater director may say cross downstage right, or cross downstage center. In the picture, Toni, Jacob, and Brandy are dancing with West Bloomfield kids. They are on the downstage center part of the stage. Our next vocab term is cue. A cue is a signal, either verbal or physical, that indicates something else, such as a line of dialogue or an entrance is to happen. In Clue, an example of a cue was after a certain line in Act 2, Theodore was to be thrown from offstage. Our next two vocab terms are enter and exit. When blocking, a director may tell its cast to enter or exit the stage on a certain line. That just means to go on stage or to go off the stage. Our next two terms are obstacle and objective. An obstacle is something that prevents the character from getting to their objective. An objective is the goal a character wants in a scene. An example of an objective could be wanting to perfect vocal music in a production. But an example of an obstacle could be not enough people showing up to the vocal blitz. Our next two terms are protagonist and antagonist. The protagonist is the main character of a play and the character with whom the audience identifies most strongly. In this case, it's usually the good guy. Antagonist is a person or a situation that opposes another character's goals or desires, usually the bad guy. Volume is the degree of loudness or intensity of a voice. You want to make sure you are loud enough on stage so people in the audience can hear you, even the people in the back row, just in case your mic goes out. A tragedy is a play dealing with tragic events and having an unhappy ending, especially one with the downfall of a main character. In this picture, Jacob, Dana, and Toni were reenacting the tragedy of Julius Caesar. Drama is a composition of prose intended to portray life of a character, or to tell a story usually involving conflicts or emotions, through action and dialogue, typically in a play. A comedy is theatrical work that is intentionally humorous. Clue. Characterization is the development and portrayal of personality through thought, action, dialogue, costuming, and makeup. Last but not least is motivation. Motivation is a character's reason for doing or saying things in a play. Some key things to ask yourself while acting is, why is my character doing this? Like and subscribe so my theater teacher doesn't ground us again. This is Toni, Aliya, and Oras, signing off.